Hello everyone, here we are going to see about the continuation of Unit 2. So in this presentation we are going to see about what is duty ethics theory and right theory. Then we are going to see about the virtue theory. After that we can going to see about the self-realization ethics. In that we are going to see about the justice theory, religion, everything, self-interest. So let me see one. So the first thing will be the duty ethics theory here. So we all know that the duty ethics theory here has been proposed by Immanuel Kant in the year of 1724 to 1804. It states that the actions which are consequent for the performance of one's duties. So being honest, not cause suffering of others. So being fair to others, which should be including the meek, weak, being grateful, keeping promises, etc. So the stresses will be very universal, and we have to have a duty not to commit the suicide. So the duty to develop our talents will be having the duty to avoid the harmful drugs. So Kant inserted the moral duties which are categorical imperatives. So they are commenting that we can impose ourselves for the rational beings. For example, we should be honest because of requiring on duty care. So the businessman have to be honest and will pay the profits from customers and avoid the jail for dishonesty. So on the other hand, the duty of ethics theory has been enunciated by John Rawls, who has been giving the importance for the actions voluntarily by all the persons who have been concerned with the assuming impartially. So each of the basic moral principles has been given a persons that is entitled the most extensive amount of liberty compatible with equal amount of others. So there will be the differences in social power and economic benefits that is justified by the benefit everyone. So including the members of most disadvantaged groups, the first principle is to promote the importance of satisfying their sustainable method. So this would be very important. So the next thing will be the we have W.D. Rose, the British professor that is introduced the prima facie duties. So which means that the duties will be having a justified exceptions. So most of the duties can be a prima facie. Some of them have been obligatory or permissible exceptions. So roles that have been assumed that prima facie duties are inductively obvious and it is self-evident. So while fixing the priorities, he have been noted that the principles of do not kill, protect innocent life, everything will be comes into the less harmful way. So we have to provide the sufficient guidelines for moral duties. So most of the aspects of duty ethics have been reflected in our moral convictions, that is fidelity, that is duty to keep the promises, reparation, duty to compensate others when we are having the harmful methods, gratitude, duty to thank those who have helped us, and justice, duty to recognize the merit, beneficence, that is duty to recognize the inequality and improve the conditions of others, non-malfeasance, that is duty not to rejoin the injure the others. So these are the duties we have to follow in our moral convictions. Next we are going to see about the rights theory. So the rights are having the entitlement of act that should be provides another individual acts in a certain way. So most of the rights have been a protective barrier shielding the individuals which should unjustify the infringement of the moral agencies. So the duties which are the rights have been approached for 18th century, that is philosopher Immanuel Kant, who has been focused on the individual's rights to choose the ourselves. So the violation of the human dignity to be used in the people's are other rights that can be advocated as the right to access the truth, right of privacy, right not to be injured, and right to what is agreed. So first we are going to see about the right to access the truth. So that is we have to access the truth by informing the matters whatever have been affect our choices. Second, right of privacy, that is to we have to believe and say whatever else we have to choose in our personal lives and violate the rights of others. And the third thing will be the right not to be injured. For that we have to be harmful and injure the unless freely knowing persons that should be punished by risk factors. And then right to what is agreed, that is we have to get a promised factors. The rights theory has been promoted by John Locke states that the actions are right if they are respect the human rights of others. He proposed the basic human rights, that is life, liberty, property, etc. His views are reflected in the modern American society that Jefferson declared the liberty and pursuit of happiness. So as per A.I. Milton's theory, the right should be a very welfare harms that should be for living the decent human life. So most of the human rights has been explained in two forms. One is liberty rights and another one is welfare rights. So liberty rights are to exercise the one's liberty and stresses duties on other people's to interfere with one's freedom. And the liberty rights will be lay the base of government administrations. So the rights are natural. So far we have not invented any created by the government. So we have a universal that can be changed from country to country. So for the equal rights, we have same for all the peoples irrespective of the caste, race, creed or sex. So they are inalienable. That is one cannot hand over this rights to another person by selling oneself to slavery. So economic rights, most of the free markets have been economy, that is their purpose is to the existence of a manufacturer. So the sellers and services can provide to serve the customers. It is eligible to exercise some of the rights, and there are 6 basic rights: right to information, right to safety, right to choice, right to be heard, right to redressal, and right to consumer education. Virtue theory. So we have emphasized that the characters that can be rights or duties, these characters can have the pattern of virtues. So the theory advocated the Aristotle that is stressed on the tendency to proper balance. So that is truthfulness, revealing all the violation of act and confidentiality, necessary and sufficient to proper persons, and secretive. Next thing will be the courage, that is a face danger, risk, roughness, bold, firm and humble, cowardness. And the next thing will be the friendliness, that is giving, wasting the resources, giving in appropriate measures and misery. And the environment, that is exploitation, protection and neglect. All these things will be comes under the virtue theory. Next we are going to see about the self-realization ethics. So here the self-realization has been consists of seeking a self-fulfillment. So in one versions of theory, the self-realization should be defined by carrying the relationship with the individual or through the society. So in another version we can call it as ethical egoism, that is it consists in always the promoting the good for oneself. So there will be no carrying or society relationship which are been assumed in a particular manner. Next thing will be the justice, that is the fairness theory. So the justice or fairness approach theory that has been given respect to the oneself. So it is pursued by the, that is teaching the client Greek philosopher Aristotle, who can said that equal should be treated equally and unequally should be treated unequally. So their basic moral is to how far the actions are approved and what are the favorism and discrimination has been shown in every treatability. So we have to issue the controversies simply, and that should be a fairness or justice. So the favoritism gives benefits to some of the people. That is a justifiable reason for singling out discrimination that should be imposes burdens on people who are not on different forms, that should be burdened to impose their particular reasons. Self-interest. So self-interest being good and acceptable one, that is, it should pursue the good for oneself. So it is very ethical to possess the self-interest. As per utilitarian theory, the interest should be provided respect for others, and the duty ethics will recognize the aspects of duties to ourselves. So they can help others restrict the ethical stresses on pursuing our own goods. So the virtue ethics also accepts the importance of self-respect, that is to social practices. Religion. So the religions should be having the played a major role in moral views and moral values. So that is, the Christianity has influenced the Western countries, Islam in Middle East countries, and Buddhism in Hinduism in Asian countries. So likewise, most of the strong psychological link have been conducted between the moral and religious beliefs. So most of the peoples will follow the faiths. Religions will support the moral responsibility. So they have a set a high moral standards, that is faith in the religions that will provide the trust and inspires the people to be moral. So the religions will be insist to tolerance and moral concerns for others. So many of them has possessed the religious beliefs, and they have motivate them for more things. Each of the religions have a stress on certain high standards. For example, Hinduism holds the polytheistic, that is many good views, God's views and virtue of devotion. Christianity has believed on one deity, that is virtues of love, faith, hope, etc. Buddhism on compassion, and Islam's on adherence of Ihsan, that is the prayer. So Judaism stresses on virtue of Sadak. So all these things will becomes under the moral standards. So the rights of worship should be denied for some peoples. They will kill the people in the name of promoting the religions. So it should be secular, and religious people should be between the one religion to another.